Alrighty. Unfortunately, I had recorded my first speech and forgot to quote one of my sources, so instead of getting a 0, I thought that it would probably be better to go ahead and record my speech again. So, due to our busy lifestyles today, the internet is a huge part of our daily life. This not only includes our work life, but the internet has made our way into our homes also. A lot of people use the computers to meet new friends. A lot of people, such as singles, use the internet to look for their soulmate, while others try to just reconnect with old friends. Other people just find it more convenient for them to not answer the phone and just sit on the internet and chit-chat with friends, and it's just a whole lot more convenient for them. While this kind of activity is okay for adults, this is not okay for our children. Unfortunately, in today's society, there are so many dangers that you do not think about, and unfortunately, our children being on the internet is one of them. So, although it's okay for adults, it's not okay for our children. They cannot protect themselves, so it's our job as parents to protect them. In order to understand the dangers of MySpace, let's look at the definition, the attractions and dangers, and some preventative measures. According to BusinessDictionary.com, MySpace is defined as a social networking site that allows its users to create web pages to interact with others. Users of this service are able to create blogs, upload videos and photos, and create profiles that showcase their interests and talents. According to MySpace.com, MySpace was started in January 2004. This is a free site to join, so there's never a fee. Although MySpace appears to a lot of people to be innocent and fun, however, by putting ourselves out there on the internet, we're opening ourselves and our homes up to people that we normally wouldn't open our homes to, such as murderers, pedophiles, and rapists. So now that we have a better understanding of the definition of MySpace, let's look at the attractions and dangers. According to speedofcreativity.com, there are currently 87 million accounts opened with MySpace. Of those 87 million, there are an additional 270,000 new users' accounts uploaded daily. Of these 87 million accounts, 1/4 of these are created by minors. In 1 year, MySpace grew by 752%. Along with the attraction of MySpace also comes the dangers too. You should never give out any personal information out on MySpace or anywhere else on the internet. You should never give out school information, your real name, social security numbers, date of birth, anything like that. You should never divulge your school information. This only gives pedophiles, rapists, murderers the information that they need, that they are able to come to your school, come to your home, and unfortunately if you have photos uploaded onto your site, this also gives them an easy way to pick you out because they already know what you look like. You should also be careful with the comments that you post on your MySpace page, because not only do you only think about your family and friends being the ones that see them, but when you post comments on there, then anyone across the world can see them also. This also gives them an easy target, because this is one of the aspects of MySpace that pedophiles look at when they're looking for a target. In order to have a MySpace page, you have to be over the age of 14. However, according to MySpace.com, MySpace offers no means of conclusively verifying the age of new members. This means those who lie about their age will not be required to have their profile set up as private. You should be very careful when allowing your children to set up MySpace pages, and strongly encourage them to set theirs up as private. That way only you and members of your friends and family can view their profiles. Now that we know the attractions and dangers of MySpace, let's look at ways of prevention. One of the best forms of prevention is knowledge. Everyone thinks that they know their children, and we all hope at the end of the day that we do. But you need to make sure that you know who your children's friends are, where they're going to be. Keep in constant contact with them. Although you hope that you know where your child's at, really knowing them is the biggest way of preventing something to happen. Technology is also a big key factor in prevention. They make things such as keyloggers that while you're on the computer, your child is on the computer, that you can record. The keylogger tracks every single keystroke that your child makes, so you can see who they've been talking to, what websites they've been on, such things as that. And you can activate parental controls. Although you're maybe afraid that your child will be mad at you, these are things that you have to do to prevent something awful from happening to them. Recently, over the weekend, my stepdaughter received a threatening phone call stating that this gentleman was going to kidnap her, rape her, and that she just needed to be really careful. Unfortunately, you try to trust your child, but upon looking at her MySpace page, I realized that she had posted her cell phone number on it. So you just have to be really careful. We have explored the definition of MySpace, the attractions and dangers, and ways to prevent something from happening on MySpace. Remember, when allowing your child to use the internet or such sites as MySpace, that your child is not replaceable and that you need to know your risks and dangers.